Like most, I waited with bated breath since reading the synopsis of Hierarchy. With stars like Lee Chae Min, who was a sweetheart in Crash Course in Romance, and Roh Jeong-Eui, who won an award for Our Beloved Summer, on the cast, this would be an interesting watch. The first few episodes are a hooker, as you get hooked on the costumes, fast cars, beautiful and handsome leads, the world of the rich, and the underlying promise of sweet revenge. Despite feeling something was off, I kept cutting the script some slack, hoping it'd get better in the next episode. The ending also left room for a possible second season. With a new murder case, and a potential new rival after Hye-Won, we could get a second season. The trailer makes it look like Kang-ha was behind the murder, but this doesn't seem to be the case, as the killer could see Hye-Won, as the text implied. Kang-ha was far from the murder scene, and could have been texting Jia, what with the big smile on his face. And he wouldn't subject someone else to what his brother went through. Meanwhile, here are my qualms about the first season. The writer didn't know what to do with Young Jia's character, which is outrageous, given that she's the female lead, created an unnecessary love triangle that drove viewers to the edge. At first, I rooted for Kang-ha and Jia's love, thinking Hye-Won did something devious to Jia to deserve her cold treatment. Their first encounter was weird, mysterious, and exciting. What with Jia asking Kang-ha to strip? What's more, for a brief moment, there was a sizzling chemistry between them. I can't be the only one who wanted the kiss to happen. However, there were no defining moments, or a depth of spark that would explain why Kang-ha hesitated with his revenge because of Jia. His main purpose in enrolling in Jushin High School was to expose and avenge the death of his twin brother. You would think that with such a loss, he'd be more invested in his revenge. However, he easily gets swayed by his newfound love for Jia, who is adamant about protecting her love and friend, Hye-Won. However, just when we were beginning to cut him some slack and root for him, the writer slapped us with a reconciliation between her and Hye-Won. I must say that the way Hye-Won loved Jia had my toes curling in delight. For a young man, he was sure and protective of his feelings and love for her. This made me confused about who to root for with our female lead. Most viewers commented on how stiff and bland Jia was in the series. I think she portrayed her character rather well. It's known that she's a ball wreck of nerves because of her father. For a girl who learned to fear her father at the young age of 3, it's understandable she'd wallow in her emotions. To think she'd be childhood friends with Hera, but Hera knew little about her, says a lot. This is why her relationship with Hye-Won was crucial to them. They found peace and companionship in one another. In a world where their parents control every facet of their lives, and they have no say in their lives, they find solace in one another. Now Hera. She literally stole the show. Despite how much you'd want to hate her character for disloyalty, she dazzled throughout the series. Being young and lacking parental guidance, played a role in her disloyalty toward her friend. Her parents relied on her and her connections to get them through their financial struggles. This was why she hit on Hye-Won, hoping he'd help her parents with their dating. Moreover, she felt no loyalty toward Jia, who didn't quite let her in. This doesn't excuse her behavior, or how manipulative and selfish she was. However, she redeemed herself at last by smacking the sneaky and annoying Jae-Hyuk. It felt good watching Hye-Won smack some sense into him when he found out about his blackmail. I mean, what sort of world do these people live in, where a brother, who's still in high school, blackmails his sister to relinquish her inheritance, with a sex tape. Just as Gia said, they were out of touch with reality, and failed to realize how their actions impacted those around them. They needed to face the consequences of their actions, learn from them, and grow from them. In the end, Kang-ha gets answers and revenge for his brother. I must say that the teacher is a pedophile. I understand they are 18 years old, but how could she have a sexual relationship with her student? Mind you, this was not love, she was attracted to what she could get from him. She deserves to rot in jail. The ending left most viewers confused, as it seemed like Gia was in an open relationship with both Rian and Kang-ha. However, like she said to Rian, they are only 18, and have a long time to grow and learn. Maybe with time, she'd reconnect with Rian. Time could expose them to what's truly in their hearts. She and Rian bonded because of their similar backgrounds. They became each other's anchor in a turbulent sea. After they learn to grow without relying on one another, they can reassess their feelings. Kang-ha also needs time for this. They all need time apart. She can end up with either of them. I don't think there's a need for a second season, as there's nothing much to look forward to. Seems like it'll have the same murder storyline. Kang-ha got his revenge, Gia can choose whomever she wants, and Hera can date Woo-jin for all we care. Maybe had it been a 16-episode project, the characters and story would have been more developed. Maybe if Gia's brother is the victim, her father will finally break his record of not retrieving what or whoever he casts away. I must say that her father irks my soul. In all, it was a hot mess. Beautiful and handsome leads, with a messy storyline. Who do you want Gia to end up with? Will you care for a second season? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the series? Let us know in the comments section below. If you liked this content, give it a like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for all things wonderfully K-drama. Thanks for watching, bye.